Welcome back to LatiNation. I'm your host, Humberto Guida. Now, up next, we have Nick Huff, founder of Hard Knock TV. It's one of the internet's hottest web shows, boasting over 85 million views and 200,000 subscribers on its YouTube channel. Hard Knock TV has established itself as the go-to destination for in-depth hip-hop content. And it took a lot of commitment and devotion on Nick's part just to get it launched. Born in Argentina, Nick used hip-hop to help him learn English, which has helped him create a fan-favorite podcast where him and his friends get to discuss everything from the current state of the hip-hop industry to his feelings on the Donald Trump presidency. Check it out. It's a story you'll catch only on LatiNation.
Sessions is presented by McDonald's.
My name is Nick Huff. I run Hard Knock TV, and I am the creator, the journalist, the booker. I pretty much do everything. I'm a one-man show.
Yo, what's up? This your homie Ice Cube. You know what I'm doing? I'm knocking it hard right here on Hard Knock TV, bitch. It's going down. West Side for life. Yeah, yeah.
I was raised in Argentina until I was 9, and I came to the States because my mom got a Fulbright scholarship to school of journalism. So that was kind of my introduction to America.
You have so many endeavors. Music, acting, the headphone line. How do you find time to do all this stuff?
Well, you gotta be passionate about what the things you commit to.
It's actually a funny story. When I first started Hard Knock TV, it was gonna be a show like on HBO, and I took it to one of the big talent agencies in LA and kind of gave them the spiel, and they were like, oh, this is a great idea, but Hard Knock's not really a brand. We want to partner you up with another company. And I was like, no, I want to build our own identity. And they're like, how do you want to do this? This is 10 years ago. I was like, well, I think I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna build a channel on YouTube. And they told me this 10 years ago. Mind you how far we've come. They said, why would anyone wanna watch your content on their desktop when they could watch MTV and BET on their big screen in their living room? And I was like, well, you got a point, but I feel like there's a lot of content that is not being made. So I'm gonna go make some stuff online and eventually people come watch it. And I got lucky enough that 10 years later, people are actually paying attention, so.
In your autobiography, you talk about your on and off relationship with Lauryn Hill. Tell me a little bit about how...
Oh, man. I knew you was going to set me up, man.
I've been blessed to interview a lot of people, and I've had a lot of great interviews. I think it's refreshing when you deal with an artist who's like, everybody here is a human being. Everybody here deserves the same amount of respect.
Do you have a set structure of how you create songs?
The songs come to me, like right now I can look at the public and see one person, and it just draws an energy towards me, you know what I mean?
Throughout my life, I wanted to do many things. After high school, I got a scholarship to go to school, but I couldn't go because my paperwork actually didn't work, and at one point I was deportable, and I think when I worked as a undocumented worker, I started to see that there are a lot of stories that weren't being told. I think the more struggles I had, the more I realized that I was on the right path. Because if I was getting those struggles, other people trying to tell those stories were probably also hitting those walls. They're hearing the, well, you're not Latino enough, or you're not this enough. I think it's important for our culture to have a broad spectrum of what it means to be Latino.
We've defended other nations' borders while refusing to defend our own.
The current political climate in our country is definitely scary. At the same time, I try to be optimistic about things, and I feel like if that many people voted for him, there is some kind of undercurrent voice, and I'd rather it be prominent and we address it. I think now we can kind of see like, oh, there's a reason why the prison industrial complex is what it is. There's a reason why a lot of these laws are set up the way they are, because there is an undercurrent of racism. There is an undercurrent of minorities not being treated the same way. Now that we're starting to see some of that surface, I think it might be easier to eventually address.
What's up? This DJ Crazy Tunes, and you tuned in to Hard Knock TV. Y'all know what it is. You got a computer, mother, Google the homies.
I think early on I really tried to get people to understand my vision so that they would fund things, because obviously I didn't come from money, so it's not like I could really afford to fund my own enterprises. And I think after a while of doing the Hollywood rounds and trying to get people to buy into some of the ideas that I had and not having success with that, I decided to do things myself. So a lot of people come to LA and they're like, I want to be a star. And it's like, okay, but what does that mean? And why do you want to be a star? Like, find your voice. I think that's my #1 advice, would be find your voice. Like, what do you want to tell the world?